Welcome to Ghana Nigeria TV. We serve you with celebs updates, gossips, comedies, talk shows, and anything entertainment. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Enjoy.
Also for Abano. No matter.
2024.
I was in this refer.
Okay.
But you see the word there.
But.
And the content you see the word but. They say angel can say. Obobo mpaye ma saa sofo. Sorry, saa president no. Enye onyankopon na yede. Ye nim se Christopher nyankopon no. And the creator of the universe no. Ono na ye nyame a okase mesi hene a. Powers bie ni ho betima yede. Etu sa ahina no. This one nyame na kaso utu no. But no say nyame the tie mpaebo no. All test for the tie mpaebo no. It is say all test for the tie mpaebo no. They are all tests are they are bigger than sa all tane kasa no. It is say still hope e wo homa NPP.
Hope that's all.
The make us what say hope. E wo homa NPP cause se onyankopon e na kasa ya.
Okay.
And you hope be any baby abio. But sa all tana or kasa no mo so nyame no. Ye we nyame no mo a almost sense all tana dey. E wo ho.
Okay.
Enti se nyankopon no bo soro ya asase ne kasa idea and you still send NPP eto be ye na omoye de also omoye asere Nigeria for de ye no the same thing is Ghana ebe bro advenenti Mahama tribe boom and this abai ebe surprise me part what I say enti akabe ya be emphasize 2 months sana me fa no obo busa me say mama busa question busa o say ye be rasa August September era October Mahama dia page pa so asteria ama NPP amoa NPP because people na yes na net na NPP January day by say no NPP amoa in life no if you do the do if you are ready to do the doer in the realms of the spirit no papa na ye dey also here oye and our toto ne me also here ototo and na me gu form no asase asum and from so here asum it is say adi boom e won frama ti obi abebo ni din eni so obi abebo si agena to because realms ni here ya agena to but somehow the same share it mo a yes power pass power bibia expose say obi o wani bi dem making say papa na yede bibia koso kama ma no but also who say still o mi security value so anyway na koso into 100% to nah and a men of God don't bomb pie man no they are powerful but your divine beings and your angelic beings are I personally mean say or be a very powerful than some men of God in na men and our angels say kasa chere wo no dancing boy intimate kind of public sir internam say what nyame no mo a o powerful men of God on bomb pie man Mahama ne de send people to talk about no who shia say nyame no na o betima bre NDC ase no was to be winning enti still hope e wo homa NPP this NPP and to me and number 2 and also NPP yin here o be winning enti na Nigeria for example no NPP bia o ye man pani o na jimu do bia be Nigeria example no obo je me pa chere.
If an officer fails to send these tips to their boss, they risk being transferred to a less profitable location. Some even pay bribes to be posted at barriers where they can collect more money from unsuspecting drivers. And then there's the politics. The police force in Ghana is divided, with officers loyal to the National Democratic Congress, NDC, and others to the New Patriotic Party, NPP. Instead of serving the interests of Ghana, these officers serve the politicians who helped recruit them. They have become tools in the hands of those in power, used not for justice, but for political gain. The real victims of this system are not the wealthy or well-connected. It's the ordinary taxi drivers and Okada riders, the ones trying to make a living on the streets of Ghana. They are the ones harassed daily, forced to pay bribes just to avoid arrest or a trip to court. Refuse to pay, and your vehicle is impounded, your day ruined, and your livelihood threatened. The rich, however, are seldom troubled. When they drive their expensive cars through the barriers, the police look the other way, fearful of the political connections these individuals may have. Taking a bribe from them could lead to more trouble than it's worth, possibly a transfer to a remote station or worse, losing their job entirely. And so the cycle continues. Day after day, week after week, police officers demand bribes from drivers. They always have a reason too. On Fridays it's, "Boss, it's the weekend, something small for the boys." On Saturdays it's for a funeral. On Sundays it's because it's a church day. Monday is a fresh start to the week, and of course, something small is needed for the boys to start the week well. When it rains, they ask for bribes because they're still on duty in the rain. When it's hot, they ask because they're working in the sun. There's always a justification, always a reason why they need to take more money from the people they are meant to protect. Is it any wonder that the Ghanaian public no longer trusts the police? They are seen as corrupt, as men and women who care more about money than the safety of the nation. Their love for money, some say, is beyond imagination. But who can blame them? How do we expect someone who paid a bribe to get their job to work with passion? How do we expect an officer recruited through political patronage to serve with integrity? The harsh reality is that most police officers in Ghana are paid so poorly that they cannot survive without bribes. Their salaries are insufficient to take care of their families, pay school fees, or even cover basic utilities. Many live in constant debt, taking out loans just to make ends meet. Some have 3 or more children to support on a salary of less than $300 a month. And for those who are also caring for elderly parents, the burden becomes almost unbearable. Is it any wonder that they turn to corruption? Is it any surprise that they see bribes as the only way to survive in a system that has abandoned them? And yet the law they are sworn to uphold is only applied to the poor. Those who can't afford to pay their way out are the ones who suffer the consequences. They are the ones dragged to court, the ones who have their vehicles impounded, the ones whose lives are disrupted. The wealthy, the connected, the powerful, they continue on their way, untouched by the corruption that festers at every level of society. But what can be done? Who can change this system? The government, it seems, is more corrupt than the police. They are the ones who set this system in motion, the ones who recruit officers through bribes and political connections. How can we expect the police to change when those in power are just as corrupt, if not more so? And so, we are left with the question, who watches the watchmen? Who will test the testers? Despite the overwhelming corruption, there are still good men and women in the police force. There are still those who strive to do their jobs with integrity, who resist the lure of bribes, who genuinely want to serve the people of Ghana. But they are few and far between, and their voices are drowned out by the overwhelming tide of corruption that surrounds them. Oh, Mother Ghana, how did we get here? How did we allow this system to become so broken, so corrupt, so heartless? We pray for a change. We pray that those honest officers will not be swallowed by the system. We pray that one day the police will truly serve the people, not the politicians, not their pockets, but the people. Let us know which part of Ghana you're watching from, or if you've encountered a police system more corrupt than the Ghana Police Service. Don't forget to subscribe to Ghana AI News for more eye-opening content like this. Together, we can work toward making a difference.
And never can it TV so cry. Yes. Amen. But what you say? Some more about men be beyond go bomb payment and go on your day, ain't you?
Because we couldn't kata adia mana opesa wali alogana no kurani kata kora mpesa kuna echelita
If you don't know how to tell your president, you keep justice. President,